TechWire.net joins you live from the Government Mobility Conference in Sacramento, California. Today I am talking with government and industry leaders to find out about how industry and government can come together to make constituents' lives better. Right now I'm joined by Scott Gregory, the Geographic Information Officer for the California Technology Agency. Scott, thank you for joining me.
Thank you for having me.
So I hear you are the man with the mobile plan when it comes to the state of California. So can you talk a little bit about how mobile technology is being used by the California Technology Agency, and maybe specifically about geolocation services? That seems to be all the rage in the public sector as well.
Sure, absolutely. Yeah, so if we go back and we kind of start to think about mobile technology in geospatial technology and how those two fit together, we bring together the notion of location. And the common thread between all of these things is geography. So all of us have, for the most part, a smartphone attached to our hip, right? It's following us wherever we go. What's nice about that is it's providing us a location and giving us the opportunity to start to ask where questions, or questions about our location or proximity to other types of features around us. My focus with mobile technology at the California Technology Agency is to begin to marry geospatial technology and the locations of smartphones and smart devices to be able to provide citizens, government, and business more accessibility and more information to provide better decision making through using mobile technology, mobile platforms.
Now, when we talk about geospatial and geolocation in the consumer sense, we think about companies like Foursquare and checking in more of a social sense.
Right.
But in the civic sense, are you talking about people being able to report public problems or get services through their phone based on location?
Yeah, absolutely. So the notion of citizen engagement, being able to develop mobile applications to give to citizens to be somewhat like sensors. So every citizen has a sensor. Going out and reporting incidents or information back to government as sort of a feedback loop, but using their location to promulgate that information back to government to be proactive and be more transparent in sharing information, but also sharing service back to citizens.
And can you share some specific projects that you're working on so that our viewers can perhaps go check them out online? Sure.
There's a couple of projects. One in particular is the statewide GeoPortal. The GeoPortal is, it's an opportunity for us to be able to inventory and pull together the state's geodata assets. And how that becomes interesting for our mobile plans is that we can bring to bear the 25 years of GIS data collection that's occurred in the state of California and bring that into a mobile environment. So you can imagine everything from rest stop locations on state highways to locations of biological assets, rivers, streams. Lots of these things we envision being leveraged and developed into mobile computing to sort of enhance the mobile user's experience, to provide more location-aware data, and really provide a better experience for them interacting with state data.
And if you could forecast 5 or 10 years from now, how will mobile affect a citizen's life on a day-to-day basis in California?
Wow, that's a big question.
It is.
How will it affect it? Well, from my perspective, I think more and more citizens are going to start to use geography as another form of search, another form of relating with features and entities outside of their normal daily activities. So from my perspective, the technology agency, we're going to be able to provide data to help give them an opportunity to make better decisions based on geographic features. So I'll give you an example. If we are visiting a state park, we want to be able to understand, okay, what trails are available? That's geographic data. What are the species that are out there? Maybe we're interested in seeing that. That's geographic information. What are the weather conditions? What's the terrain like? It could go on and on and on. By bringing that information to bear and putting it in the hands of the user, they can make more informed decisions about how they want to interact with the environment. So that would be one, I guess, very simple example of how to do that.
Well, it certainly sounds like California is leading the way when it comes to geospatial. Thank you for joining us, and best of luck.
All right, thank you very much.
Thank you.